And let's get some paper for that. The paper pack that I'm using is going to be the Lace and Linen cardstock stack that I got from Joann Fabrics. Some very pretty patterns inside of this one. And let's see what we can pick out to go on the front. And some of this paper has glitter on it and some is solid. And for the front, I think I want something with the glitter on it for the front. I think that looks pretty. Let's try that for the front. And I think this would look nice with that. It's more brown than pink. Let's find something there. I think that would look very nice on the back. Okay, let's get our front and back on first. Then we'll do our spine. See how we're going to fit the front. I like this ribbon to be over in this corner over here. So if I measure it, I'm going to need, because I need wrapping room with this one. So I think I'm going to cut it off from here, and then it has to wrap on each side. And up here. I'm just going to cut that down. Okay, and with this, all I'm going to do is use my ATG tape, and I want at the bottom to be over here, like that. So I'm going to apply it to the, I folded it over, so this is my whole front. And I'm just going to go around the edges. And okay. Now that I got that down, I'm going to kind of, since this paper is thick, I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to go along the edge of the paper here, just to get it ready to turn. That way it doesn't tear as much when you're trying to turn it over. Okay, so when I start to turn it, hopefully you do it nice and slow. It shouldn't tear as much. Just go slow with it. Okay, now I'm going to miter the edge. And to do this, I'm going to leave like about 1/8 of an inch away from my corner. And I'm going to start with turning the one single side in. And now I'm going to use my heavy tape again on this. Okay, I'm going to use my heavy tape again right on the top of this paper. And bring it in. Give it a good pressing. Now to do my corners, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger a little bit, or my bone folder, and bring that corner in just a little bit, like a little pre-fold with just the corner. And I'm going to do that on the top and the bottom. Bringing it in. Okay, then I'm going to put my tape on it across the top here. And make sure that's in and push it up. There. I'm going to do the same with the bottom. Put my tape on it. Make sure that end is pushed in. And I already have my paper trained to turn over. Your bone folder, give it a good press down. And that is going to be the front. Now I'm going to do the back the exact same way. Okay, now that's my front and that's my back. Now we're going to find a color that will work nicely with those two for my spine. Now we'll do the 6.5. So I need it to fold over. So I'm going to do it the 6.5 by the 11. And I'm going to punch it again. Okay, now let's do it again with the strong tape on the back side. Okay, now I put score tape on the spine and on a little bit of the front and back on each side of the fold line. And we're going to take all of this off. Okay, now we need to center this front and back and top to bottom. So I find out where it is on my front and my back by checking it down here. Try to do a straight line down and then do my front and bottom. Okay, get it down really good. And fold it in. Remember, you can do the score it first before you turn it. And then give it a little crease down here. Put the little fold line in for it to turn on. Fold it in slowly. And bring it down. Okay, now give it a little mark in where the fold is. Now, you can kind of give it a little score through your backing here so that it can give a bend. Now you're going to start slowly bending it. But you don't want to do all that work and then have a tear on you. And then you're going to do the back. Okay. There. That's our book. Okay, now we're going to work on, the first thing we need to do is put our center panel here on. Okay, our paper that we're going to use is this very small pink check. And we're going to cut 2 pieces at the 9.5 mark. I'm going to get to 9.5. So it's going to be 9 1/4. Let's see how that'll look. Okay. Let's get this one cut at 9 1/4 too. So we have them all at the same. In the middle one is the one we're working on right now. We're going to do it at 4 inches. Okay. Now we're going to do our tape like we did before, our heavy tape. We're going to tape all around this and then on each side of the back spine. Okay, and I'm going to do the same for my centerpiece. Now I'm going to center this just like I did the front between the 2 sides and then top to bottom. Okay, slowly. Okay, now that's how your book is going to open and close. Okay, and I think I want to add a little bit of ribbon to the front. Right here. tape it down right where I want it to go. Okay. Now you're going to take your bookbinding that you made and you figure out right here your beginning and your end one. Now we're going to take and we're going to put tape all on this too. Up each section goes a piece of tape. Tape. Now you have your bookbinding. You're going to center this right in between your folds here and top to bottom. Okay, press it down and press in between each one down. Now, do your fold again. Now, all I'm going to do is now take my piece of cardstock and we're going to put it all the way down to right above the fold line. So that is going to be and we're going to cut that off there. Very close to the edges. Now, line it up right on this side of your line, your fold line. You don't want it on your fold line. And press it down. Okay, we're going to do the same for the front. Right on this side of the fold line. Get your top lined up. Make sure it's even all around. And press down. And there's the inside of my book and the outside of my book. Okay, it's the front and back. Front, the back, and the inside.